This is bladder sound. Okay, bladder sound made up of the stainless steel. So this is handle. Okay, then this is the narrow pole, and this is the curved tip. Okay, curved tip, or you can say handle and shaft. Handle, shaft, and tip. Okay, so the bladder sound. Okay, it is the metal instrument mainly used in urology. Okay, so when we will use, so to detect the urinary tract obstruction, urinary tract obstruction, also like stricture, no, that time to examine the bladder and the urethra. Okay, so what we do, the doctor will pass this through the urethra into the bladder. Also we can measure through this the depth of the bladder, and like assist procedure like catheterization. When catheterization is difficult, no, because of some stricture, some obstruction, that time we can use the bladder sound as a guide, and thereafter you can use the catheterization. So this is the bladder sound. Okay, mainly used in urology, and especially to detect any urinary tract obstruction. Okay, to examine the bladder, to examine the urethra, we are using. This is reusable. You wash with soap and water, and we can reuse this. Next we come to this forceps. Okay, so these are the crocodile punch biopsy forceps. Okay, can you see here? Okay, so crocodile punch biopsy forceps, as the name suggests, for the biopsy. No, we want to take the biopsy, especially where, okay, in the narrow lumen of the trachea. Okay, so doctor will use this. Just, okay, you open, then it gets open, and then you close. So a small piece of the tissue will come in this, specially for the biopsy, for any investigation. Okay, so mainly used to take the biopsy from the narrow lumen of the trachea. Okay, so this is the crocodile sponge biopsy suggest. Why it is called crocodile? Because the tip, no, it opens and closes just like the crocodile's mouth. Okay, so this is the whole thing. So when it is used, you should know this. It is also, we can say, ENT instruments. Then this also is the biopsy forceps. Okay, biopsy forceps. Can you see the tip? Okay, so on the tip again there is the fenestration opening, and then there is the curved shaft, joint, and the blade shaft. Okay, and the catch clamp, brush, red shed lock, and the finger bow. Okay, so the blades are the curved, and okay, the small piece, when you close, any small tissue, small piece can come in this. So this also is known as the biopsy forceps. So these also biopsy forceps. This also crocodile punch biopsy forceps. These both are the forceps. Next we come to the tonsil holding forceps. Okay, tonsils holding forceps. So as the name suggests, specially designed to hold the tonsils during the surgery of the tonsillectomy. Okay, when there is a tonsillectomy, the surgeon, the ENT surgeon will hold the tonsils with this. So at the tip, no, there is the fenestration again, the rounded fenestration. On the blade, there is the joint, and the curved shaft and finger bow. Okay, there is no lock. Okay, specially designed to hold the tonsils when we have to remove or examine the tonsil. That time also we can use this. Next we come to this is the percussion hammer. Okay, used in the neurological examination when we want to check the reflexes of the client patient. That time we are using. So this is a triangular blade. Okay, and what I am holding, that is called as a handle. Okay, so in the hand, biceps reflex, in the knee reflex or patellar reflection on the leg, no, on the sole of the foot. Plantar reflex. Here there is the sharp point, no. So on the sole of the foot with this, like this, you can check the plantar reflex. So this is the percussion hammer. Next we come to the proctoscope. Okay, this instrument is known as the proctoscope. Also we can say as the rectoscope. As the name suggests, it is used to examine the rectal canal. Okay, when there is what we call it as when there is piles, when there is hemorrhoids, no, or when there is any growth, and doctor want to examine the rectal or the canal, that time we can use colons. Okay, when we want to examine especially the sigmoid colon, that time we can use. Before inserting into the rectum, we need to lubricate this. Okay, this is the outer part, hollow tube. Can you see it is hollow, okay, in middle. So when we have to insert, lubricate, insert, and this obturator, this is known as obturator, is removed, and we can view, okay, the inside any growth, piles, hemorrhoids, etc. Okay, these also we can reuse after wash with soap, water, and after autoclaving we can reuse it. So this is the rectoscope. Next we come to the, this is known as the otoscope. Okay, otoscope. Okay, otoscope, what I am holding is known as the handle. Okay, and this the part, okay, it is like funnel shape. This go into the client ear. Okay, can you see? It is with a light. Okay, so this way we insert into the ear canal. Okay, to detect any growth, any infection, any wax, no, for this. Also this is 2-in-1. When we remove this and you can attach this, so it becomes a ophthalmoscope. So similar function to check the eyes, or in ophthalmology the doctor uses this. Okay, and in otoscopy or to check the ear canal we use this. So only the top part is to be removed this way, and you attach this. Okay, then it will become the ophthalmoscope. So what happens? It gives, there is the light. Okay, can you see this light? So this gives us the view. Before doing the ophthalmoscopy, we need to dilute the pupils of the patient, so the drops are being instilled in the eyes. Okay, and then we can check. So you can check the retina or also the blood vessels in the pupils, all this. So this 2-in-1 ophthalmoscope and also the otoscope. Okay, we should know what it is, for what it is used. Otoscopy to check the ear condition of the patient, ophthalmoscope the eye condition of the client. Next we come to this instrument. Okay, so this is known as the tracheostomy tube. Okay, what is this tracheostomy tube? So what I am holding, this is called the outer tube. Okay, outer tube and the inner tube. Okay, so outer tube, it is placed in the tracheostomy. Okay, and this inner tube is filled. Okay, so this can be removed time to time, and it can be cleaned. Okay, because there are chances that this, the opening can get blocked with the mucus or cough, whatever, no. So that's why any secretion. So time to time, daily, the tracheostomy care has to be given to the client. So this is the outer tube, this is the inner cannula. So this is made up of the metal. There are also the PVC, okay, the plastic ones. So those PVC with the cough. Okay, metal ones are always without cough. Okay, so this way, this is placed specially when there is any obstruction in the upper trachea, larynx, pharynx, the patient airway is blocked. Okay, so that time for the surgical airway is created with this, and that gives the breathing felicitation to the patient. So tracheostomy, when there is any obstruction, any gunshot, any knife injury or any growth in larynx, pharynx, upper part of the trachea, and it becomes difficult for the patient to breathe or the airway is blocked, that time this is being used. So this is the tracheostomy case.